Okay, y'all. I hope this actually works this time. My eye is so red. I am so sorry. But I've been having the worst issues with uploading the videos. So I'm going to try this again. My new channel is called Being Jasmine. I don't know if you can find it under Being Jasmine or Jasmine Williams, but this is my first vlog. So basically this channel is going to touch on my life, things that have went on in my life that probably a lot of people, especially women, can relate to. I hope that my stories, my storytelling time, helps with people being able to come out with what they're dealing with, to be able to get counseling for whatever they're dealing with, and just overall just help people. My favorite saying is, I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. And I'll probably end all my videos that way. I look really raw, and that's okay, because one, I was getting ready for bed, but two, because I want this to be like really raw and uncut. I don't want it to be censored or any of that. I just want to give you all the real, the truth on my life, on what has happened to me, so you all can reflect on maybe some of the things that's happened to you. And maybe we can all heal together as women, as black women, as black people, as a community. So I decided for my first story time to do molestation. And I chose molestation because I was molested at 5 years old, and with all this going on with R. Kelly, and I actually have a funny story, my own story about R. Kelly. My children used to go to his aunt's daycare, but I'll touch on that here a little later. I was 5 years old, and I am originally I was born in Champaign, Illinois, but I'm from Gary, Indiana. And I remember my mom had this preacher, and I don't really even know where he came from. My mom doesn't even know this. Now, she may see this vlog, and she's going to be just as shocked as a lot of people. But it was a preacher, and I don't know where she found him from. I have no idea. He was a friend of hers or whatever. But me and his daughter went to the same school, and I remember he used to pick us up from school. Now, mind you, his daughter's 5 years old too. So surely something should go on in your mind to say, hey, I'm molesting a child that's the same age as my child, which is also a girl. But anyway, so he would make his daughter go upstairs. And I remember so vividly that he would make me sit on the couch, and he would stand in the laundry room, and he would undress himself from the bottom. He'd whip his dick out pretty much, and he'd have me touch on myself and pull my underwear down and have me rub myself while he rubbed himself and while he watched. And as a child, I mean, you know it's wrong, but you don't know how wrong. And I think I just didn't want to tell my mom, because at that age I even knew what embarrassment was, and that's kind of what I felt, a little bit of embarrassment. To be honest with you, I don't even remember what age it stopped at. I remember we moved from Champaign. You know, at 5, you hit and miss on stuff. But I remember at some point it stopped. And I think it was only because we moved. Because had we not moved and he would have kept picking me up, I think it would have progressed into rape eventually, or penetration. Like I said, I never told my mom that, ever. And you know, that took a big, or it was a big presence on my life. And I didn't even realize it, because I know, for a long time I suppressed that. And I never even believed in, oh, you could suppress something, but you absolutely can. I was about 32, and I remember I was laying in the bed, and I remember I jumped about my sleep, And I remembered it all of a sudden. I'd forgot it all those years, and just all of a sudden, for some reason, it came rushing back to me. And I think that situation had a lot to do with the way I dealt with men in my life, the way I sheltered my children, the way that I even deal with men now, the way that I'm standoffish. I think it has a lot to do in my life. And I'm telling you, we don't realize what that does to us. And it took me a long time to go and talk to somebody. A long time. And I'm finally, like, I'm in counseling now. My counselor is awesome. If you need a good counselor, let me know. I'll gladly direct you to her or to some type of counseling. Prayer has helped a lot. Prayer and counseling, pretty much. I mean, I'm mindful of the world around me. I'm mindful of people. You know, even with me being a mother was one thing and raising my children. And now with the world being even worse than it is, and I'm a grandmother, that makes it even worse. So it's like, it's had an effect on my dating life. I don't even date. And I don't date because I'm so scared. First of all, I didn't think I was going to be 41 and dating. But I digress, and this is where I'm at. But I don't date because of what happened to me at 5 years old. And I'm so scared of dating somebody and they touch one of my grandsons. I think that would devastate me so much. I would go to prison because I honest to God, would kill him. And I think that's my biggest fear. I hope this story has helped somebody. I hope it has woke something up in somebody where they can honestly say, I need to get help. I need to get help because I was touched at 5, at 4, at 3, at 2. I need to get help because I was touched at 13, at 10, and 11. I need to get help because my uncle, my cousin, a family friend touched me. I need to tell somebody. I need to let it out. And I think I'm taking a trip to Gary soon. So I think I'm finally going to open up to my mom and tell her what happened finally. I think that'll be therapeutic for me. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty therapeutic for me. I enjoyed this first little video. I think I might record another one tonight. Don't know what topic is going to be in my life, but I'm going to jump around a lot, so I won't be going in chronological order. It's just whatever comes on my heart, my spirit, whatever God puts on my heart to do a story time about. If I see stuff on my timeline on Facebook or Instagram where people are different topics and that pertains to something in my life, I may touch on that. I am going to touch on everything from, of course, the molestation. I'm going to touch on my rapes. I'm going to touch on my marriage, relationships that I've had, my children's fathers, the relationships I had with them,